Hi everyone. Today we're going to learn how to decorate your plain boards like this, either the golden or the silver ones, and make them look attractive, colorful and pretty, and a little shiny as well at times. Something like these ones and the ones that you've seen me using on my cakes. So let's go ahead and learn how to put your cake on these boards and use them. Alright, so what you need to do is you need to buy yourself some foam sheets. They come in packets like these of different colors. Now some are simple and some are with glitter. You get packets of multiple colors as well. So I'll just show you how one looks. It's not a regular chart paper, it's a little thick and it's called a foam sheet. So to make the pretty boards, you have to use the double board method where you use two boards. So it's not just one single board. I'm going to be using two boards and I'll teach you how. So you take the paper of your choice that you want. So my today's cake needs a silver base. Now this is not a foam sheet. This is a thick, hard card paper. So I take that and I cut this is the main base, so I mark it and I cut it of this size. So this is how your final board will look like. So that's the card paper. I cut the circle like I showed you, and then you use any kind of gum to stick it. So you stick it, and then what you do is you put it on your table and put a little weight on that for at least like 2 or 3 or 5 minutes so that it sticks nicely. In the meanwhile, you can work on the other smaller board. So you can never put your cake directly on foam paper or card paper. So this is my cake that I'll be using. Now I can never put this cake directly out here and start creaming it because this paper will absorb the water in the cream, and this is going to get mushy, or it's just going to stick on your cake, and in the end your clients will be eating paper and cake. So that's the reason why we use this small little trick that's called your double board trick. Now this cake goes on this board and this board gets stuck on this board. So how you do it is that you have to do it in such a way that this small board can never be seen once the cake is placed on the main big one. So that's what we're going to learn today. So you take this board, I take the tin of the size of my cake and I mark it and I just place the cake on that to be able to see if there's enough space for me to cream. I don't know if you all can see it that well. Let me just hold it up. So can you see the line? So there should be at least a ½ inch space on all the sides because you have to cream the cake. So you cream the cake in such a way that this ½ inch gets completely covered. So when you pick it up and put it out here, it looks like your cake is on the main board and this base cannot be seen at all. So now that you have marked it with space to have your creaming done, you go ahead and you cut this extra portion off so that it doesn't show at all. Okay, so this is the actual cake that I need to use today. So this was just an example to show you all. So this is my actual cake. Now I've done the layering inside. I've done the crumb coating, and you see how there's a ½ inch gap everywhere because I need to cream it nicely. So once I cream it, I'll place it on the main board. You will not see this board at all, so you will feel that okay, there's a cake on the main board and how does that board shine, and the cake and the paper does not get spoiled. So we'll go ahead and just watch that as well. So you see this gap that was left. The reason why we cut a little extra of the second board, that is to be able to cream the cake. So we're going to go ahead and fill that space with cream. Now that the creaming of your cake is done, you see how the sides have completely been creamed and you can hardly see that base down below. So the top I've not creamed properly because the design of my cake is such that I've got to make rosettes on top. So all this is going to get covered. It's just the sides, the neat sides that are going to be seen. So you pick up this cake which has a board below. And you've got to use the double board method of putting it on this main board. Now put some gum here and put this cake out here and it's going to get stuck. It's going to get stuck in such a way that when you look at the cake, you're going to feel that the actual cake is on this board, but you've got another board way below. This is how your cake would look on the board. The reason it's not in the center is because I wanted to place it like that, because I have to write the name in the front. You can place it in the center or however you want to place it. So this is how your double board method works, where you can't see the second board and you can only see the main board which has the glitter paper. Now I'll go ahead and do the rest of my designing on the cake and we shall see the main picture in the end. And this is how your final cake will look like. So you see, you will never understand that it's a double board method that's been used out here. So the cake is not actually on your glitter board, it's on another board which is there below. So when somebody cuts the cake, they're going to hit that other golden board first and then this is below it. So this is my final cake and now my cute little topper is going to go above that cake. I hope you guys find this video useful. If you do like it, don't forget to hit the like button. Do subscribe to my channel and do share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can watch all the other new and useful videos I'll be putting up always. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you.